Well, hello everybody, welcome back. It is Sunday, February the 4th, and we are taking a little look around the gardens. Kind of delayed video today, but what can I say? It's one of those days when you get out of bed, but your brain just doesn't. It's kind of been one of those days. I just can't wake up today. Not enough coffee in the world. But anyway, let's take a look around the basement garden here and see how things are doing. Feels a little chilly in here. Should actually check the temperature, see what it's at. But yeah, let's take a look at some plants. Well, I guess this week we'll start off under the big purple light. That strange little Dieffenbachia still seems to be doing its thing. Getting a little more variation going on in the leaf there. So I guess it's liking the light a little bit. This poor little spider plant is struggling. Talk about struggling though. This poor Carolina Reaper. I mean, the mint is doing alright, but this Reaper is not. This is doing much better than the other Reaper example we'll get to in a second here though. M.A. Wartrix. I don't know. Got a little bit what looks like it could possibly be new growth. I'm getting that on a lot of the peppers, but I just don't think too many of these ones are going to survive. Probably going to switch most of this table over to new plants soon because they seem to be doing alright. So, well, new plants and herbs, and of course our classic little lemon tree in the back there and the coffee tree in the back that looks desperately needs to be watered. Here's that other Reaper. This thing, I think it's time to just call it quits on this. Definitely dead. Nepalese Bell up here. It's doing alright. Some nice broad leaves on its accompanying mint though. Cat mint over there, I just recently trimmed that back. Made for a very happy cat out of that, I tell you. We got the regular mint here in the middle. This thing is going absolutely insane. Oh, that's very light. Look at all those runners coming out of there. So I've cut off a few more of those and stuffed one into the little aquaponic garden with the fish there, and got a few in the windowsill upstairs by the computers. It's nice. It's always nice to have mint around. It makes you feel like you're a good gardener because it's pretty hard to kill mint, really. For the most part, though, these little plants that I've been putting under this purple light seem to be doing okay. It does look like it's time for me to feed the fish some nice fresh proteins, but that doesn't take terribly long. With the oregano here, doing very well. My little white piece of sticky tape here, not doing anywhere near as well as the yellow stuff, so I guess there is something to be said for the color of your paper in those sticky traps. It's that weird little ginger with its bend. Keep having to pull it out, but it's getting to be a pretty decent stalk. Might actually be nice rhizome in there. Looks pretty dry, but it feels like it's got some water weight in it. Here's that pitcher plant. Finally cut that one dead one off. I do think that is helping it do better. I mean, these leaves are feeling, I don't know, much more like a plastic leaf, which is a really silly way to describe it, but when they're healthy, they kind of feel like a fake plant. It's strange but true. Yeah, anyway, that moment when you bump something behind you and you're afraid to turn around. This poor tote was precariously balanced on a bunch of stuff. Didn't knock over anything important though. That's good. I need to get this under that. Just haven't done it yet. Speaking of that, we're still doing good. No floaters. Tank's fairly clear. Got that new little mint cutting here. Hasn't really had time to root, but it had a couple of little tiny, we'll call them root starts on there. There's the original mint cutting that I put in there. Those two little sprigs of oregano still seem to be alive. Looks terrible in the viewfinder, but it usually looks alright on the video. Those purple lights, they're strange, but aphid-ridden, but new growth. This would be, I think this is the Sugar Rush Red. Might actually make it to the new season. The mint in the bottom of the El Oro de Ecuador seems to be doing just fine, and there's tons of little bits of new growth coming out on this, so I'm very excited because this was just such a productive pepper, and they're cute little peppers too, so don't mind that at all. Move this over. We've got the yellow scorpion here. I still haven't trimmed it down, but on the bottom it's looking pretty happy. Got some new growth coming up on the sage. And the sand dollar is still kind of waiting to be treated better. But there are little spots of new growth coming up in there too, so it's actually getting kind of exciting for some of these second-year plants. Not necessarily all of them, as you can see here with the ahi-pennic and the hydroponic garden being fed with extra fish water. So I don't know, it doesn't really count as aquaponics yet, but they're my protected spider plants. Basically all the spider plants in the house seem to slowly be moving down here. Can't quite trust that cat. He's cute, but yeah, can't be trusted with spider plants. Turning around and checking out the table here, I did a little rearranging, so there are less plants here than there used to be, but they're not dead, they're just moved. We'll see them in a second. A few of these seem to be doing alright though, struggling, but still doing alright. Nothing coming up in the last set of seeds that I put down. I'm not entirely convinced this heat mat is still working. So we'll see about that. I might need to reinvest a couple bucks, buy another one of those. Got some green onions because I'm going to throw them either into the actual fish tank garden or into the hydroponic conversion. But see, there's the other plants on the shelf there. When you consider that these are just little stick-em-on LED strip lights, I'm actually quite impressed by how well most plants seem to respond to being under these things. It's definitely time for me to shake these out over the fish tank as well. There's a few aphids on there, but you'll notice yet another mint. They're everywhere down here. And I mean, some of these plants are looking pretty decent. Like that one right there has got some good shape to it. You've got this Grandpa's Siberian Home here. It's got some good shape. That matchbox right over here, it's got a pretty good form to it. So it's going to be interesting. I've got a long way to go before anything can go outside, so I got lots of time to keep fiddling around. But it's a good start, good start. And I guess that's where I'm going to wrap things up today. I figure most people are probably watching the Super Bowl right about now anyway, so yeah. So as for tomorrow, I have no idea what tomorrow's video is going to be. I guess stick around and we will find out together. Feel free to check out some of these channels that I'm going to throw up around the edge. And yeah. Oh, yeah, tomorrow make sure you tune in to the meetups. We're going to find out whether or not those chocolates arrived from Brando Toe. And hopefully we can finally answer the whole poor Todd issue, because Todd wants to know what heat is. And yeah, hashtag Hot Chocolate Challenge for Todd. So it's going to be interesting. Make sure you tune in to RevtosTV for that. I'll put him as one of the links up here. I'm sure you guys have probably subbed to him by now. But anyway, yeah, definitely going to want to tune in for that. Poor ToddRobbJeff, however the order of that is. I don't even know anymore. But yeah, make sure you tune in. Very entertaining. Yeah, I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Guess that's about that.